we'll have a bit more of a conversation today, hopefully making it more interactive for you to participate, and then go into defining your motivation and beating procrastination as kind of the topic of the week. We'll give you a bit of a tip, as we do every week, in terms of how to study and how to address how to improve your studying, and then going to your weekly assignment. So we are at the halfway point already, if you can believe it, of the sprint. Is an exciting time. You're hopefully built a study plan and are using that to hopefully use your Pomodoro technique, and are leveraging that for your to kind of improve the productivity that you have in your studying. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about these other topics, and your assignment for this week will be to take a practice test in addition to using the method. Let's talk a little bit about beating procrastination and studying smart, and defining your motivation overall. So, this is if you're familiar with procrastination, certainly I know I am. It's something that everybody has experienced. This is a representation of what happens when you're procrastinating. It's typically the things that you should do or you would like to do aren't aligned with what you actually end up doing when you're procrastinating. There's typically some form of a delaying of those things that are important to you. Next slide. As I mentioned earlier, this is something that is entirely normal, and actually most people deal with some form of procrastination in their lives for a long time. If you struggle with this, you'll find some solace perhaps that in knowing that there are even people who are called accountability consultants, and they are people that some successful people hire to help them with procrastination. One of the overarching challenges with procrastination is that sometimes you don't understand what the big picture really ultimately is about why you want to do X, Y, or Z.
I think one thing, that's common for everyone is like impressing college admissions, like you want to do well, you want to have good scores on your AP exam. But more importantly, you can also use your scores like a 4 or 5 or even like 3s to skip out on the intro college classes. Because I know for me and a lot of my peers, that was especially helpful. Like I know like a lot of people take like bio or chem, and it's just really helpful to skip out on those classes. So you don't have to take those classes anymore in college because, like even though it is hard now, college classes are pretty hard too. And a lot of times it's not like, they are useful, but it's not like very useful to like your entire like career, like if you do like engineering for something, like the intro classes aren't going to be as useful as like of course the upper level classes, so you want to skip out on those if you can. But I think just taking this time to actually just like learn and do well on your AP exams, it'll definitely benefit you in the future, whether you want to skip out on those classes or not. But just having a base or a foundation of those classes and the material for the future is always nice.